So, let me tell you what autism can do when you let it roam free. So I'm working for the state right now as a contractor through GALT, which means I have a 6-month equivalent contract. Speed up the hours and use more, the contract runs shorter. Use less of the hours, the contract can run longer. Either way, set allocated amount of money, which that actually matches the state's budgeting. Like, I totally see the logic of it. Now, what I'm doing is the person I was supposed to be working under went on maternity leave like a week before me. So here I am, nothing to do on my days. Like, I'm getting paid to do nothing. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna find something to do. So I'm already developing trainings on Teams. It's a program kind of like Skype. And keep in mind, the first time I taught Teams, I had 2 days to learn it in depth. And that was on top of all my duties and all that good stuff. And I actually learned it the day before. And then composed everything before work that morning. And then presented that afternoon. And I'm very used to that kind of pace. Like, when I had nothing to do, they were saying, well, you can study this, and, well, I don't know what to do, but we'll get back to you. So I'm like, okay, well, I heard you guys talking about needing some help with Teams, right? And then all of a sudden that turns into me creating a training for him. And then I get passed on to Heather, who is the lady who onboarded me. Not the person I'm supposed to be serving. She's like, oh, wow, I like that thing. Can you make another training? So now here I am in training, creating trainings. Isn't that wonderful? Wow. Man, I gotta push it. I'm gonna look into a Invisalign because I have dental now. And it's been way overdue. Like, I used to have perfect teeth. And then the retainers, like, I skipped maybe half a week, 4 days or something like that. And I don't know, it's been progressively getting worse over time. But yeah, so, and I'm always volunteering for stuff. I'm like, oh, I heard this about the equity team. And you know, I'm into diversity, equity, and inclusion. So I'm like, oh, let me get in on this. I'm down. And ultimately, I ended up talking to somebody on that team who needed help with tribal tracking, which was my afternoon. And I actually ended up working a little bit late today because I was on a meeting. But you'll find that us autists, we can't sit still. Like, haha, no, whoa, Jesus. Okay. Sorry, big web. But you'll find we autists, we look for stuff to do. Like, okay, I see you caught something. Thank you for letting me know. Good Lord. I just walked through here. Like, what in the ever-loving goodness? Like, wow. This actually works. I just walked. Whoa, okay, no, mother fudge. Okay, you guys are prolific. Ho. The downside of living on a farm. But anyway, I'm kind of forcing my way into a permanent position with the Department of Human Services, which I'm kind of a civil servant by nature, so it works out for me. But yeah, and keep in mind, what I was brought on to do was to be basically a glorified project manager / assistant. Now I'm learning new systems that aren't being taught to me. I'm redeveloping my proficiency with like online sheets and data tracking and all that. But you'll find we don't sit still. We don't settle for second best when we like something. And I love the fact that I'm serving a state in a department that serves people. That's just my nature. But I'm making it happen. And you'll find that a lot of us autists, we make things happen. Always. Because we had to. That's the one thing isolation has been doing to us, is we had to learn to be self-sufficient. Hello, world.